One of the most common questions I get asked as a chef is not just how to make a perfect chocolate cake, but how to do a really great roast chicken. And it's a fantastic question because a perfect roast chook is a brilliant way to entertain the family and friends. But the answer, well, it might not be what you expect. Because once you've tried a traditional French-style pot roast chicken, well, the world changes just a little bit. The very first thing you're going to need is actually just a little bit of kitchen paper. You want to dry your chicken inside and out really thoroughly, then rub with a small amount of oil and season with salt and pepper. The thing you really need in order to do a traditional French pot roast chicken is a traditional French pot. Now most families have got one, often at the back of the cupboard, doesn't get used for a while, probably known as an enamelled cast iron pot. Heavy, tight-fitting lid, just fantastic. I got this one from my grandmother years ago, that was hers, and it's one of those great heirlooms that cooks beautifully. All you want to do is pop your chicken in breast side down, and you've got to sear it really well and get some lovely caramel brown colour happening. And just look at the colour on that, it already smells fantastic. Now, the other thing you're going to love about a pot roast chicken is it's one of those all-in-one food dishes, so there's less washing up. Grab yourself some veggies like carrots and celery, some onions, garlic, bay leaves and rosemary, and the idea for is you want to scatter them around. There's nothing more to it. That way, when we fit the lid and bake it, they all cook together. Potatoes, good old new potatoes. Normally you either boil or roast them on the side, but actually if you pop them in the same pot, they absorb all those lovely chicken flavours. See, this is the trick with the pot roast. When you fit that lid, it actually steams and roasts at the same time and forms its own sauce. But to get things started, you really can't go wrong with a good splash of dry sherry. You want your oven set to 160 degrees. Now, technically the recipe is that the chicken will take about an hour and a half to cook. But to be honest, I've made hundreds of these over the years and I've never managed to overcook one. In fact, you can even stretch it out like 2 hours, 2 1/4, 2.5 hours, it doesn't really matter. All that will happen is that the chicken becomes more tender and juicy and the potatoes more flavoursome. It's one of the things I love about it. You can't stuff it up. I've got to tell you, that is a really impressive roast chicken. In the bottom of the pot, you're going to have about a cup and a half's worth of juices. It's going to have those lovely bay leaf and rosemary flavours. What you want to do is strain that into a small saucepan. And thicken it up with just enough corn flour to make a gravy. That is a good looking roast chicken, but I know what you're thinking. Is it the world's best? Well, there's only one way you're going to find out. First of all, head on to the Ingham's website, inghams.com.au, and download all the recipe details. Then grab yourself a succulent Ingham's chicken and start baking. Champion chook at your place, too right. One of the most common questions I get asked as a chef is not just how to make a perfect chocolate cake, but how to do a really great roast chicken. And it's a fantastic question because a perfect roast chook is a brilliant way to entertain the family and friends. But the answer,